I have no time to talk about your useless art. Art? That's for fancy folk who have power systems that work. How bad is it? This. Oh no. Right when I was gonna go check on FICSIT, I fucking forgot about this shit, guys. I forgot that we were going to be out of power. Oh boy. Is the flat line on the graph art? Some would say it is. Some of you are laughing at me and saying, well, it certainly makes me feel something. Some of you are saying, absolutely. Okay. Can you do research without power? So, I mean, this thing is not hooked up to power. So, technically, let's go move this over and then go solve our power problem. Only have 11. Okay. We can finally move this over, though, which is good. Tuck it in here. 184. This thing right here needs them, that's for sure. And then also needs some of those. Okay, so now we need to figure out power. This is a problem. We currently have coal all the way up here. That there's plenty of coal, not enough generators, was my understanding. We have power over here. That is definitely coal limited. So I think the thing that makes the most sense is to go here and to get it up and running again. To do that, let's go ahead and put our parachute on. Let's go up here. How bad is our inventory? It seems fine. We'll go from there. I have to say, props to you guys, chat, for being fun to talk to this about. Here's why I think conversations like this are very valuable, at least for me. Like, I'm not saying valuable as a culture. I'm not speaking for anyone other than myself right here. Here's why I think conversations like this are valuable. I'm a person who has spent a good chunk of my life feeling a sort of like waffling, depressive, why am I here? Not like in this universe, but also that too, but also like, why am I here in this building at this time? What am I doing? And then has had to spend a lot of time being like, I need to arrive at an answer that makes sense for me on that front, or else my moment to moment, minute to minute, day to day, week to week will be miserable, right? Like, it will just be, there's our power. Will be less meaningful, more miserable. But then alongside that, one of the things I'm most interested in, writing, reading, art. It's like, if I had been spawned into this body with a utter talent in mechanical engineering, I think I would probably fall asleep at the end of every day being like, ah, yes, I solved X problems today, and I was, therefore, Y amount of useful. I don't actually think it would be quite that simple. I think that's probably pretty reductive, but that'd be a good start, right? That's not the brain I was blessed with. Okay, what just happens if we flip it? Okay. I mean, checks out. Production is just low. Currently has water. Currently has coal. That's good. We're going to need power to feed these things with water, but not with coal. I think we probably just do this back to back, right? Like that's probably we could expand it out this way and we could go back to back here. We have a Mark 1 belt. These things take 15 per minute, but it started as a Mark 3 belt. So how many more can we? We have the ability. Oh shit, Mark 2. We have the ability to produce fuel over on the other side of the map, but all I need to do right now is get this gray line above this yellow line and charge my batteries, and then we have bought ourselves a little bit of time to go mess with that shit. So currently we're at like probably around 1,300 megawatts as our consumption limit, as the number we need to get over. We are at 1050 capacity right now. These produce 50 each. We need 4 more of these. That's basically it. The miners, if we're going to do it, let's do it right. I don't currently have on the map a marker that tells me how much these miners are producing, and I should. Let's go over here. I both love and hate when this conversation about art comes up because it goes in circles forever and there is no right answer, and it is so fascinating, but it also gives me violent flashbacks to every art class I've ever taken. Well, shit, let's switch it to history then. There's a conversation going on in the chat right now about history, which says, well, this is why I prefer history. History should be kept to only the facts and nothing subjective. And if history was only facts, then we would be okay because it wouldn't be personal or subjective. And when it gets personal and subjective, we don't learn and grow from it. It's always subjective. Facts are still interpreted. It's true. It's true. Facts are interpreted. Where we choose to look for facts is already an interpretation. Right? I think we have to stop pretending that we can be computers about this, right? About anything, frankly. But like, where to start here? Yeah. Oh boy, I don't even know where to start. Okay. I need to add a marker like right here. And I need to make it the tapped, which is check. And then I need to make it select color and go hole, which I don't actually have one for already. So we'll just go like that. Save this as coal. Save preset. Okay. We call these coal normal. And apply. Yeah? I don't know that I have a single coal marked on here. Right there. Coal pure. Cool. Okay. So there's one. We have one over here. This is also coal normal. It always picks the one above because it's weird. So I'll put that. I'll put coal, normal. I forgot to add it in the ores subcategory. Apply. Go change this one. As soon as I can get it to click. Be ores, apply. Got one more. Full normal. Void, to get back to your comment about how this frustrating is, this conversation is both fun and frustrating because it goes in circles and you don't seem to get anywhere. To totally simplify your comment. Hi, Killer Cat, by the way. Oh, never mind. I misread your comment. Here's why I think this conversation is so fun. Or so, like, why I like having it. How would I phrase this? Fun is probably not the right word. Oh my god, my brain while trying to solve a power problem. I might literally not be able to have this conversation while trying to solve a power problem. It might just be that simple. Okay. All right, here's what it is. I think the conversation's fun. I have to take a pause from it. You guys can keep talking about it all you want. I have to solve this power problem, and I have the parachute on. And I can't do that and correctly talk about my feelings on this topic. Okay, should we do a second one? I think we should probably do a second one. Conversations like this are fun because you get to see everybody else's wrong opinions. Yikes. Okay, we'll just do that. Hopefully that's tall enough. Go this way. God, I wish we just need to band-aid this because I don't actually want to like solve this problem in a big way. I just want to invalid placement. Why? Because of that piece of iron? Oh. Okay, well, I'll break the iron. Fuck the iron. No, you're good, Laz. I read it as a joke. Okay. I don't need to reinvent the wheel here for something that could be a super temporary solution, and we're probably going to get like some sort of fuel power up in a matter of very little time. Okay. So here's the next thing. This is not going to line up, which is a little frustrating. Is it going to line up? Gonna line up. Hell yeah. Okay. I need pipe, which is over here. Hi, Bobby. How's it going? That's not going to have any power to get going, which is going to be a problem. But I need to remove part of my factory from the, which I think we have set up over on the other side of the base. I need to basically remove part of my factory from the grid. It's probably the simplest way to make this work. Probably. Liquid Darkus, thanks for the follow. Mark II from there over to here. Does not need to be straight. Let's clip it right through that shit. Do not care. And then let's raise it up. To there. Let's put a... that doesn't matter. Let's go Mark II. Let's try this and then put a splitter on it, and then we will just fix it from here. Whew. This spot is where I built my primary factory in my first playthrough. It makes a whole bunch of sense for where to start coal power. I'll tell you that much. Cold nearby, tons of water. Yeah. So this doesn't need to be good. It just needs to work. So why am I caring if it looks good? I just needed horizontal space. That's ugly as shit. It's okay. Okay, so 3 of these will get us up and running. Anyways, this whole conversation about art reminds me a lot about a conversation that Glenn and Maggie had right after they had sex in Season 2 of The Walking Dead. Take this, pop it up there, go there. I can do this, which I think will work. Oh no, why did I do that? Will that work though? Probably not, right? See if this thing gets coal. Yes, let's get back to what matters, people. Zombies. Ryan, I gotta ask, do you think zombie shows require a lot of suspension of disbelief? Is that where we started this conversation? That's so funny to me. Oh boy. I do feel like, okay, maybe this is what it is. Maybe it's not that zombie shows require a lot of suspension of disbelief. Maybe it's that I think zombies as a monster require a decent amount of suspension of disbelief. Is that fair? Mars, I'm so interested in your opinion on this, by the way. If you want to say it. Remember the zombie lady in Seattle? We've got confirmed zombies? Does have coal. Hell yeah. Okay. So, the problem is it doesn't have water, which is a problem. Yikes. It's fine. I can disconnect this power right over there. And then get it up and running, and it should work. So that's what we'll do. I hope. I think Luke said something to that effect earlier about zombies as a monster. I've read so little of chat, I'll be honest with you. We do effectively have zombies and ants and stuff. You're not wrong. But it's funny, because when I learned about that stuff, I was like, this is the stranger than fiction shit that... I don't know. Maybe you're right. I will never. I say this literally every time cordyceps comes up, but I took a parasitology. I took a couple parasitology classes in college, and that truly was the like. That was the stranger than fiction class. Nothing I learned in that class made me feel better about the world. I did really love that class though, but oh boy, at no point in time was I glad that I had learned any of it. Okay. 120. Each of these takes 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only did 6, so I should have done 8. Disease that causes us to be zombies is maybe the most believable type of horror thing. Oh. Okay. What are our other contenders for believable types of horror? Vampires. Oh, Mars is bringing this ass. Okay, what are the other types of horror monsters? We've got vampires. Big old blobs. Supernatural horror, to be clear. Absolutely. Absolutely. The Yeti, like an abominable snowman. Alien space shit. See, I know we've got like evidence for cordyceps and stuff, but I don't know. I feel like it's really easy for me to suspend my disbelief on aliens. Okay, we're gonna go disconnect this and see if we can power it all up. If I take you away and I flip this switch. As long as these get water, which they should, unless it's too far uphill. Oh, you guys need power too, don't you? How did I do this earlier? Okay. I did this in a... This is ugly, but I don't care. Can't believe I forgot to power up the water. It says it only has like 10 meters of lift, but this is less... I think it's 10 meters, and I think that's less than 10 meters. Each of those is 4. It's probably about 4 meters of lift, right? I don't want to spend a ton of time on this because, again, this is a Band-Aid for a much larger problem. It's probably not under there. It's probably under here. Head lift, 10 meters. Believing Earth is the only planet in the universe with complex life requires a lot more suspension of disbelief. See, that's where I'm coming from. Okay, is this enough? This is going to be an interesting power experiment. If I reconnect the entire factory, is this enough? It should be, assuming we don't have any major problems. But I do basically immediately need to go get working on fuel. Is the fuse gonna break? Oh! Consumption got up to 1,600. Well, why? I just need to go remove some of the dumb shit that I have on the, like probably 1 million awesome shops. Or awesome sinks, sorry. I mean, this is brainless work that I can just continue to do, though. So I guess I'll do it. Don't really want to because I'd rather be spending my time doing something else, but it'll be good to have some leeway anyways. That should still be Mark II. You'll need power for this. And now that I've played past this point and understand what's going on. Yeah, we'll have to look at it later. But the only power sources I have are I have two separate forms of Hero, off. What are you doing? I have two separate places of coal power generators. It's very possible the other coal generators don't have water. I would think that they would because when the pipes aren't emptied when the fuse blows and you aren't like empty, it doesn't empty the pipes. That said, this one doesn't have power yet, and this one needs power. I did literally put a biomass generator over by the water to try and, for some reason, we may just need to give the conversation a rest, guys. I think we probably just give it a rest. Infamous Diz, thanks so much for the follow. New topic. What do you guys want to talk about? Other than this power problem I'm having, because I'm sure that's not interesting to everybody. I gave up on lining these up forever ago. Holy clipping. Nope. Holy clipping. I don't think it needs to be Mark II at this point, but I'll do it anyways. You aren't powered on. You aren't powered on.
Welcome to the cult.
Yo, Infamous Diz, thanks for the subscription. What the heck? Very kind of you. The Prime sub. Welcome. Isn't the power conversation super empowering? I see what you're doing there. We can talk about the power thing. I just didn't figure we could talk about power if you want. I just didn't figure that would be as entertaining for the people here who are probably here despite Satisfactory, not because of it. I was wondering if you're still planning to do the Last of Us reaction video. I sure am. And I am in the works on it. It just ain't out yet. No, you didn't miss an announcement. It's just ran into some unexpected roadblocks, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Sounds great, Mars. Bye, Killer Cat. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. Oh, Carly, I was going to tell you. I will say one last thought on Walking Dead. I'm sorry. I just keep doing it. You're the reason that I'm watching it. Not because you said to watch it, but because we played Dead of Winter, and I was like, you know what I don't have enough of in my life? Zombies. So that's actually where this where that whole thing happened from. Okay, done with that. I asked earlier if they were related. Sorry, I'm reading every other comment, maybe. If you're lucky. In chat. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, what am I doing? These power poles suck ass, and I keep forgetting the central thing about them, which is that 2 of the connections are already used because 1 of them is going in and 1 of them is going out. Oh boy. Okay. So we removed the other thing. Let's flip this. Our production should be up to like probably around it won't show right now, but it'll be around like 1600. No, 1500 maybe. Now I want a Dead of Winter stream. I'm telling you. Meg, did you hear that? You sleeping? You doing okay? 1 second, chat. All right, gamers. We are going to stream until Elle wakes up from her nap, which, based on how things have been going recently, could be any second. So, you've been warned. Stream is going to continue for the next 0 minutes to an hour. We'll see. Okay. So, I'm gonna go test it. Oh. The fuck did all this coal go? Did I break that part of the power? Wait a second. Where'd all the coal go? We're gonna see if we can solve these. There it is. We're gonna see if we can solve this power problem in that time period. Okay, so we need to make sure that these get enough coal. That one's red because it doesn't have coal. Then we will go hook it up over there. That will probably still do the same thing as last time, where the fuse will still blow. But if it does, we will. We'll travel to the other coal power and see what happens. See what the issue is over there. My hold. Thanks so much for the follow. Infamous Diz says, I found you on YouTube after starting playing Satisfactory myself. Now that I'm caught up on videos, I feel okay about watching you live and not spoiling stuff. Look at that. Love the content. How's the game going for you? How far into Satisfactory are you? Probably in terms of hours, just because, you know, we don't want to spoil each other. But welcome. Super sweet comment. Okay, we've almost got power over there. The minute we do, we will build one of these. Technically, we can do this already. It's also possible I don't think... Yeah. This power is fine. This is its own separate network right now. Why is capacity randomly going up by 75? What the fuck? That's confusing to me. What the hell? If it does break, we'll break down and cry? Probably. Okay, it's got coal. We're going to click this, and then we're going to click on the graph really quickly and see what happens. Fuck. Why am I immediately consuming 1,600? That's an even bigger graph than last time. Why is max consumption? I mean, because I'm adding machines, but they're also producing power. Am I still just that far off? Comma, rhetorical question just in case. That's a great point. These are rhetorical questions. Okay, so the good news is we've done 6 on each side. We can do more. I think it makes sense to do 8 and then go see what our problem is. Ouch. Sorry, what I was going to say before that distraction is I think there's a real chance we could do a like board game stream in person. One of my goals, we talked about this already, but like some of my goals for 2024 are to do some different, different types of stream. And one of the positives about Megan's PC that we built for her last year, and the fact that unfortunately she can't use it as much as we would like, is that I now have a PC downstairs that would be like really easy to plug in some stuff to. Wasn't that 2 years ago? I don't know, Evo, you're the detective. You're right, I don't think it was last year. It's really easy to plug some stuff into and then run streams from downstairs through her PC. Just gotta get the tech figured out for it. So like how to get my OBS and everything set up exactly the way I want it from her PC. So, this is such an ugly fucking thing. Fine though. Fine. I think it would be a lot of fun to like go to our kitchen table, set up a board game. Dead of Winter. See if we could talk Autumn into playing. Pretty good to me. Or do karaoke stream. Oh my god, I did forget about karaoke stream. Let me write that down. I'd be so into a board game stream. God, we're becoming such nerds. You say that, you would be into a board game stream. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do a test. Let's do a test. Raise your hand in the chat if you would be into a board game stream. Okay, trick question. Each of you that just raised your hands, you have all now been... You've signed a contract with the devil, meaning that not only are you into a board game stream, but you will sit there and be very fucking patient as we misunderstand the rules, have to reread the rules, and have to set up the board. Each of you that's like, I'd be super into a board game stream, congrats, you played yourself. Now you have to sit there as we read the instructions. I'm nothing if not patient. What kind of games are we talking about? I mean, the big game that I think the hypothetical test case scenario we're talking about right here is just is a game called Dead of Winter, which Megan and I played for the first time last weekend after I got it for like a year ago. And the game is a like, I'm going to say the Z word, zombie survival game. Somebody freak out, chat. A zombie survival game. Like colony management kind of type of game. With 1 million pieces on the table. And a lot of rules and a lot of steps in every turn. That's how you know it's a good game, is there's a bunch of steps every turn. Every turn isn't like you play something. It's like you check the colony's waste to see if you have gone over the amount of turns, amount of waste you can hold in the camp without attracting more zombies. Dead of Winter's so good. Carly convinced me to buy it and try it. Same here. Don't we already watch you misunderstand things and have to reset everything? Parentheses, Satisfactory. Mods? Pin it. Pin that message. It's beautiful. So true, so true. I'm kidding. You can change. You can pin whatever message you guys want if you want to do the no backseating one. That's funny to me. The 1, 2, 3. Mark 2, 4. Then this should be Mark 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay. That should all work. We play the Stardew Valley board game. I mean, if we could get a board game stream up and running, I think it would be really fun to try other stuff too. Yeah, absolutely. I love that idea. I can't wait to immediately get done with this and then be like, shit, now I'm never touching coal power again because we have this like petroleum system or whatever.
Good evening, Mr. FICSIT.
Oh, that's me. Mr. FICSIT? No, sorry. That's my dad. You can call me father. Just kidding. I don't know. Megan and I also really like Wingspan. Like, I'm sure there's a million board games Megan and I would like. I think that is certainly not the problem. The like rate limiting factor is certainly not, are there board games good enough that Megan and I would enjoy? Like, oh boy. My understanding of the board game world is mostly that the issue is never, are there enough good games? The issue is always like, okay, we need to do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Mark 2. Mark 2, perfect. The issue is always, do we have the time to play it? Do we have the time to set it up? Do we have the time to, you know? Hi, Liquid Darkness. I just realized the podcast. Oh, shit. The camera did move. I was in the wrong screen. How long has that been going on? Whoops. My bad, Catilla. Okay. If this won't do it, what will, chat? We need to go delete the thing so that they have enough power to get water up to the generators, up to the coal power generators. And coal onto the belt. Okay. So eventually this will go up to about production of like 1,200, 1,400-ish. There's a board game called Magic Maze, if you have the right folks. Game is mostly played in silence, but it's chaos the entire time. Interesting. Zalet, thank you for the 3 months, by the way. Arkham Horror. Any other board game recommendations, chat? I'm interested to tackle the streaming. What the fuck is going on here? It's gotta be lack of coal, right? It's gotta be lack of coal. And that's probably just because it's taking its sweet time. Get down here, yeah? Yeah, it's taking its sweet time to get down here. As long as we keep the power rolling, then we'll be fine. Consumption is staying under production by a lot. That's good. Production may dip as we run out of coal, though. I mean, my interest in, like, how do we stream board games is, like, you know, how do we make it the most fun for you? Is it just, like, sitting there staring at the board? You'd have to be able to see stuff pretty well, right? Like, Megan and I can read stuff out loud if you need to be able to see something. Do we show you our hands? Like, production value, you know? We'll see. Got to figure out all that stuff. Okay, no coal on either belt. Which is probably just the issue we're running into on the other one too, right? Like, you have to outproduce the power so that the coal that was on the belt and is being burned to power the miner keeps the belt saturated. That's probably the issue. You'd probably need a table cam. My thought was cam above, yep, table cam, and then, like, take our dog cam, take this, which is on a movable. It's just a webcam on a little stand, and we could use that for, like, our faces, for showing you our hand. I don't know. There's also the issue of, like, I'd have to use Megan's computer because Megan's microphone picks up the entire, like, table talk better than my microphone wouldn't work that way, and it's up here too. And I can't fit a board game table in here. Just not enough room. Absolutely. Reference to board game channels to see how they do it. Yeah. Machi Koro is real fun, but very different vibes. I will say, Megan and I just... Has anybody played the game Monikers? Anybody ever heard of the game Monikers? I just bought it for Megan for her birthday, and it's upon a recommendation that I got. It seems kind of like a charades meets Cards Against Humanity, like a very simple party game. Like charades meets Cards Against Humanity. Like, you have a card, it says something on it, you have to get your partner to guess what the card is. First round, guess as many cards as possible. First round, you can say as much as you want, do whatever you need to do to get it across. Second round, you can only use one word to describe what's on the card. Third round, you can't use words at all. You have to do it all with like charade style. Okay, so my problem with this is that I'm sinking a ton of time into... Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and just... I'm going to hedge my bets. I'm sinking a ton of time into making sure that this works. I don't need those awesome shop sinks running. They're 100% optional. So I'm going to run over there. I'm going to turn those off. I'm going to deproduce them. I'm going to check on that water right there. Oh, shit. And... potentially turn on our biofuel thingy to make sure that's working. To make sure there's water in the other cool pumps. And go from there. Realistically, it is going to be a while until we get, like... We're not going to get fuel power set up immediately. Petroleum power, whatever it is. So we should, like... We should... At least have water in them. We should overbuild our power just a little bit because it's not going to be so quick. Has coal, has power, or has water. You actually built the fluid buffers over here. I totally forgot. The other one doesn't even have fluid buffers. The thing we just built. That's interesting. Has coal, has water. Okay. So, I wonder what's happening here. About, like, why this is... Why is my consumption... This is the question that I'm thinking. Why is my consumption directly after I turn on my power for the first time in 5 minutes. Higher than it was directly before we died. That's gotta be... What is that? That's interesting. What is that? Okay, each one of these dismantled takes... Only 30. That's really... I thought they were going to be big power sinks, and they are not. So why am I spending... That's a rhetorical question, by the way. Why am I spending more power directly after... Like, look at this. We're at 1,200 consumption very regularly, 1,100, 1,200, 1,300 as our max right here, 1,302. Turn on the power. Here, it just died because we didn't have anything extra. Here, it could potentially be batteries, but I didn't think they worked like that. Our consumption is 1,583. Consumption is 1,663. What's consuming that much? We just removed like 150 by removing 5 awesome sinks. But I thought the way batteries worked were only stores excess. So that doesn't make sense. That's it could be. Could it be the coal? No? Would the coal mines be running? Could the coal mines be paused when we are up and running, but then because power has died and they have continued to feed coal in, maybe that has something to do with it? So all of a sudden the coal mines kick on and they all have to run like buck wild because they have to catch up with their coal? My coal line's full. It's probably not water, right? Because there's water here. I might end up front sitting this because I'm confused and I really badly want to understand, and I don't know. And that's the kind of problem that, like, I can't be everywhere in my factory at the same time to determine where it is that I am having the issue, you know? Up over that. Stardew Valley board game is actually really fun. Anyone here play Dead Cells? I got a board game based on the video game. Haven't cracked it open yet. Nice. I'm trying to think if there's any other board games we have that I would really want to play on stream. We have a game that is one of those like social deception games called, I think it's called The Resistance, that I think is really fun. We have a game, every time I forget that I need to put that on. Wingspan, we've had a lot of fun playing. We really like this Hogwarts board game. Hogwarts Battle board game. Megan and I and Autumn and Chelsea have played a shit ton of it. So I'm sure it would be really easy. And I think we still have a little bit left to do on that. So we could definitely invite Autumn and Chelsea over if they're down for a... Why are you still red? Wait a second. What's going on here? Oh, you don't even have power. That's what's going on. You're telling me I never powered this shit up? Embarrassing. Or that one? Hold up. We learned how to do this the other day. Take that. Put it there. Does that not work? Okay, that works. Just differently than I thought it would. Makes it there. This one's already up and running. Cool. You got powered on. You got powered on. Pandemic could be an interesting game. Tabletop simulator with the mods for chaos. I like that. Maximizing chaos. don't know a thing about Pandemic. I don't think I've ever heard of it. Ticket to Ride. Oh my god, I love Ticket to Ride, and I'm fucking cracked at Ticket to Ride. Imagine playing a deception-based game with Evo. They would suss out everyone. Imagine playing a game where there was an option for you to be the person who stays safe or an option for you to be the person who gets into danger with Evo. Because we all know what Evo would pick. This is really going to fuck my FICSIT situation, ain't it? You and the mod should play Secret Hitler. That would be fun. All right, let's try it. We're just gonna send it. It's probably not gonna work. I'm resigning myself to that fact now, and then I'm gonna front seat. All right, mods. Or not mods. All right, people. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on here? All right, front seat question. What is contributing to my consumption being so hot? That one wasn't even huge. Front seat question right here. What is contributing to my consumption? When you throw the switch, every machine draws power before going to sleep if they don't need any. Okay, second front seat question. Why the fuck? Why? Why? Why is the question? Why? Okay, never mind. That's not an actual front seat question. I'm just okay. That makes sense. I'm gonna in my head canon. Here's the thing. Each of these machines is a tiny little dumb computer, and they don't know. They just got shut off randomly. They have to boot up before they realize, oh yeah, what I was doing was sleeping. Boot down. They're all just cutesy little machines. Boot up. Oh yeah, I was sleeping. Boot down. That is a real problem. Let me tell you, that's going to be a real problem. Because that means I have to go over my max consumption. Or just turn some shit off. It might mean that we need to do it in stages. Now that could be interesting. Let's try that. Let's try that, actually. I'm also beginning to understand the benefits of a power switch. The easiest thing might actually just be to throw a shit ton of power storage. Oh, the easiest thing by far is just to throw a shit ton of power storage on here, right? We only need it for a moment. I can literally tear this down later. Okay, that's interesting. I'm glad I front-seated it because I think this will work. Each of these holds 100 megawatts, meaning I need to bridge the gap between basically max production at 1,500 all the way up to 2,800. So I need 1,300 megawatts, which is just 13 batteries. However, we might also need to branch it from like 600 because those other machines didn't turn on right there, which was a little weird. So let's go from... I turned that off already. Let's flip this. Should kick on and produce around 1050. 1,200, perfect. We will charge a whole bunch of these. We just need 16 batteries. I like how Shammy had the answer pre-typed. Me too. Yeah, that was funny. Shammy had been waiting on that. Okay. The other thing I need is some goddamn... Okay. Each one of these needs a power line. That's interesting that the solve for this problem, I think this will work. The solve for this problem is going to be so different than the solve for a power problem generally. That's kind of interesting. Like, sorry, to clarify what I'm saying is like, to solve the power problem, we have to up production over, like, generally over average consumption. And then if you have a little bit of storage, you're good. Nope, from that one we go to here. From that one we go to here. From this one we go to here. That one's out already, fuck me. But for this problem, it's actually like, to solve the problem of powering up, what we actually need to do, this is so goddamn ugly, by the way, is just store enough to meet a literal moment's demand and then go from there. Like I said, that's interesting to me. Wait, can you connect multiple? Oh my god. Well, interesting. You can just connect them. Like, I don't think... The problem is, I wonder if they'll all charge equally. Store charge. They will. It looks like. They charge equally, which is interesting. Okay, chat. Unfortunately, I think my daughter just woke up, meaning end of stream. Give me 2 seconds to watch. So, should we test it real quick or no? We need a couple more of these, I think. 07s. I'm gonna build like 3 more, and then I think we'll test it. And then if power stays on, you're telling me I can nudge this into place, but I couldn't place it in place? Oh, yes, that makes sense, game. Perfect sense. Man, I like this. This is like a RimWorld battery bank. Okay, so these should all be storing. 0.2. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. Belief in chat if you think this is going to work. Disbelief in you if you think it won't work. Shammy, please don't type because you're going to... If you think it'll work, then I'm fucked. Or if you think it won't work, then I'm fucked. Okay. Everybody but Shammy can guess. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I will. This is the end of the Satisfactory stream. Thank you so much for watching. We're gonna play again on, what did I say? Friday? Thursday, which is the 14th, 15th, 16th, which is right before the end of Fixmas. There is a chance that I will leave this game running in my free time just so that I can switch, if I can get the factory to work right now, just so that I can switch materials over for Fixmas so that I can start next stream with a piece of research done. Just because otherwise I think we might miss out on Fixmas. In the meantime, please believe. Everybody said disbelief. Fuck me sideways. 2% battery power is going to get us there. Everything turned off. We would have been fine either way. Let's absolutely fucking go. It only maxed out at 1600, which I find funny. 1700. Our max consumption is 2800. So front seat question. Why is it not maxing out at max consumption? if every machine is turning on only to realize that it needs to go to sleep, front seat question, why is that happening? I might have misunderstood the comment that it's like, it's not every single machine, it's just certain ones, but I didn't think that brief storage was enough. Just machines that were down an item would turn on. Okay. So it wouldn't be every single machine. It wouldn't be max consumption. It's just machines that were down an item. That seems like that would make sense to me. I don't know, but either way, we're still just barely... We are charging, and we are above... which makes sense because we're above consumption. Production's above consumption, but... We're still quite a ways below max consumption. Either way, that'll have to be good enough to get us through the thing. Okay, she's being quiet. I'm just going to very quickly run over to Fixmas and see what I can do. I hate to play a game off stream, but I may, with Fixmas being so close and us not even having the final research, I may end up having to do that off camera. We'll see. I hate to do that, guys, but exclamation overlord, you know? I'll be honest, I don't know why that worked. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. I'm not mad that it worked, though. I'm not mad at all that it worked. We're back up and running. We've always got that coal backup power generator. When we're going to go make our petroleum fuel here before too long. God, this game is so much fun. And now we're going to see if we produced enough of the multicolored Fixmas balls to see where we're at here. Thanks for hanging out for stream today, you guys. Here's a question. Answer me this. Did I at least... no, this isn't going to work. I'm going to have to let this run in the background. Oh, it just turned on. Duh. It hasn't been producing in the background because the power's been out. Here's my next question. Did I... The way I used those batteries makes sense, right? Like, for some reason, the yellow didn't go over the gray. I was assuming it would, and that then batteries would cover our ass for a second until yellow dropped back down. But I think my understanding of the batteries there was correct, right? That, like, it will only be drained in the moment that yellow goes over gray, and then it'll, assuming that drops off quickly, we should be fine. Maybe we want a summer sloop or power shard this shit. Speaking of power issues. Guys, she might have fallen back asleep. I don't fully understand it myself. No worries. I'm not tested using batteries that way, so I don't know. No worries. Figuring it out together. Output multiplier. All of a sudden, we're making 10 per minute. should have brought 3. All of a sudden, we're making 20 per minute. We ain't enough gold balls here. Joke's on you. I've got gold balls for days? That's not true. I've got a couple gold balls. I need more red balls to hit the gold balls. Hi, my hold. How's it going? I mean, you can't question mark me because the game called them... The game added blue balls into the game. You know, like... I think this red I have to chuck in here. And I never did that, too. Guys, it's like we're an elf. It's like we're like one of Santa's elves working to save Christmas. We have not been producing. Christmas is tomorrow, and the toys aren't ready for the kids. Whoa, wait a second. I never noticed that before. This thing actually, like, sparks. And look at the power draw. There's an animation for the fact that it's summer slooped and, Wait, what the fuck? Do you 100% want to finish FICSIT this year as there's a potential issue, but saying the issue is a backseat? I think that's probably what you just got your message deleted for, right, Shammy? Like, I saw the mods delete your message. You know me. I don't want to know that there is a potential issue because that still tells me information. So that's still bad. To me, that's still in the... That was it? That's still in the realm of, like, I appreciate you looking out for me. You're good. You're good. No worries. No worries at all. But I would prefer not to know. Here's my question. What the fuck? I can put 2 of these in here? Here's my question before I go. Did I know that I could put 2 of these in here at the same time? Front seat? What's happening? That feels new to me. But it does say 1 out of 2. I'm sure I would have noticed that. Did I research, like, higher levels of it? I researched higher levels of overclock. Reply hazy. I know that's a good use. Did I know it? I don't know. Did you know it? All right, chat. Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Hi, Girly. Do you want to say hello into the camera? Or into the microphone? Did you have a good nap? You want to say hello? You want to say hello? Are you going to sit here and help me beat Satisfactory? All right, gamers. Thanks for watching. I hope you had a good time at stream. Needs copper? Okay, I'm going to have to babysit this on my own time, I think. Off camera. But we'll see. I don't know. I'll make a decision. I'll figure it out. Babysit it while babysitting, am I right? Thank you guys for watching. I hope you had a good time today. Thanks for tuning into stream. We'll be back tomorrow with Ori and the Blind Forest. Also, goodbye, YouTube, at the same time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye, 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 bye. Thanks for the fun combos. See ya.